Welcome back to week 3, Gator Buzz. My name's Nick Villano. I'm here joined with Tyler Jordan all the way from Jacksonville. And we got Martez Ivey on the phone today all the way from Gainesville, Florida. How are you guys doing today?
Good, man. Good.
Good, man. You?
Hanging in there. We got a different background today. And today I'm in Wellington, Florida. We're here with Martez Ivey, 4-year starter for the Florida Gators. Taking it back to high school, you were the number one offensive tackle, I should say, coming out of high school. Tell us about that process. Tell us about how high school went, how you got to that chart, how you got on the top of everyone.
I mean, coming out of high school, I knew nothing about recruiting, nothing about stars. Like, I remember one day I'm sitting in science class. My boy Ray came up to me and was like, congrats. I was like, on what? He was like, yo, you like the number 3 player in our class. I was like, I don't know nothing about this. And he was like, no, he's like, yeah, you're number 3, like number 1 offensive player too also. I mean, at that time it was Cece ahead of me and Brian Coward is how you pronounce his name.
I remember Brian.
And yeah. And so that took me by surprise, and all of a sudden all these offers just started rolling in out of nowhere. I remember getting my first offer from South Carolina. I forget his name, but he was a running back coach at South Carolina for the time. Came in, sat down with me, my head coach. He was like, I want to offer you a scholarship. I looked at him like, hey, coach, I don't play running back. I'll tell you, like, I knew nothing about the recruiting process whatsoever at that time. And so he came in, he running back coach offered me. I'm confused. Somebody want to offer me a scholarship. I mean, that's my story of how I handled everything. And when I was actually like getting heavy into my senior year, I just told everybody like, I'm not committing to the signing day, so like lay off me. Like I'm not dropping no hints, no top 3, no top 10.
You dropped the top 2 with that tweet with the emojis.
Oh,
that's what it was. I was like, where's this guy gonna go? We all thought you were gonna go to Auburn because of Chandler. Yeah, we're like, Chandler committed to Auburn. We're like,
yeah, and I'm trying to talk to Chandler and get him to come to Florida. I'm trying to get you to come to Florida.
he talked me into like tweeting that out, and you know what happened was I got more likes for the Gators, so that's where I went.
Here we go. Well, I mean, it must be nice. I mean, I was a unranked player coming out of high school. Tyler was a big timer too. You know, what were you like, number 3 ranked center in the nation?
Yeah, something like that.
Watching Tyler, something like that.
I was a nobody, but I guess
back in his skinny days.
We worked our way up. Right?
Yeah, back in the skinny days. You're right.
Tyler came into college the first day I met him. I think he was mad at me because they gave me number 71 in high school. He was number 71. He always gave me that look like. He's like, looked at me. I'm like,
hey, he took my number, man.
He goes, oh, I know. And then I looked at the picture. I was like 71. I was like, oh, that's why I keep getting those looks from you.
Dude, I remember this. I'm getting recruited. Remember Mike Thomas, the head coach. Offensive line coach at the time. He goes, yeah, man, you can. I'm 77 in high school. I didn't really care for the number, but he sat here and promised me 77. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get 77. Man, I get to campus. I'm 73.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm so confused. I look at him, and it's Andrew Mike who got it. I'm like, yeah.
But Andrew Mike already had it, didn't he?
He had it already.
Right.
But they told me it was going to change. I was going to get it, blah, 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 this and that. And, I'm 73, so.
Well, dude, I was in the – at least you stayed in the 70s. I went from 71 down to 64. And when I saw that the first day –
I went from 51 to 71.
I was so sad.
What? I mean, your career ended in high school, and then we move on to college. I mean, you're a true freshman, 4-year starter, a bunch of accolades. Talk about your experience in college.
You got my experience in college?
Yeah.
Oh, it starts from like freshman year. It was like, I remember like we walked on campus and all of a sudden now we going through workouts. Now we're doing OTAs. Yeah. And you remember our OTAs was it was in the morning, like 5:30.
Early, yeah.
Yeah, like 5:30, get there, like get on the field at 6. Now we doing plays. I remember I get there, they flip Sharp to right tackle, and they put me in at left, and I'm like, yo, like I know no plays. Like I was not handed a playbook, nothing. And I just remember, like, it was like, don't worry. I think it was Tip. He was like, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Man, I was getting beat up that whole first OTAs, man. I didn't know what to do. You know how it is. Like, when you don't know what to do, you hesitant. And so, like, when you step and when you, like, pass pro, there's, like, 50-50 chance you're going to get beat regardless. But this was, like, a 20, 25, 75% chance I was getting beat.
I know there's one thing I'll never forget was the day that Dan Mullen got hired, and that 1 week. Do you remember that one run we had that one morning, dude?
Oh, you're talking about Hell Week.
Oh my! But I'm talking about the first day of Hell Week.
You talking about I remember the 2-mile campus run that
I remember.
Passed out on?
You're right. I did. I got overheated and
it was
like 30 degrees.
Overheated.
It was like
in 30-degree weather.
Dude, they threw me in the ice tub.
Overheated.
They took me back to the the training room and they tossed me in the ice tub.
Yeah, I think
you
started off rough with everything when you did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But he texted me happy birthday the other day. So.
He didn't text
me. Was your birthday? Oh man, happy birthday!
It was like last night. You're good. That's like 10 days ago. But thanks for remembering.
Mine was May 2nd. I didn't hear anything from you either.
So talk a little bit about your pro career in terms of what you went through in minicamp, what you went through, actually your 2 minicamps, what you went through with the Patriots, and then with the XFL in Tampa Bay.
All right. So I'll start with when I ended up going undrafted. I got a call from Seattle about probably a day or two later, saying it was a great opportunity for me to come up, compete for a spot, and also show what I got in that rookie minicamp. I get there, they got their drafted guys and everything, and I'm looking around the room. I see they signed a bunch of guys. There was a bunch of guys in the O-line room, like a bunch of undrafted free agents. That was rookies,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of had like a feeling a little bit like what was already going on and everything, but I just went out there. It put me at right tackle. I mean, like right the day before I came up, he was like, "Yeah, you ain't got no problem with you playing right tackle." No, I had never played right tackle all 4 years when I was at Florida.
Hey, I got thrown in a right guard on mine.
I remember they were talking about throwing you there, and you were like, "I'm going to transfer if you put me there." You remember that?
Who? Where?
Martez.
Oh.
Martez said that. You remember he made that whole thing? And then, of course, Mike Summers was scared to, we can't lose him. We can't lose him. So he never put you there.
I mean, I don't remember that, but, yeah, I was not at the time I wasn't going to play right because they had me playing left.
Right.
So it's like a transition. You know how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
So you learn one side and they got to go learn another. But they threw me at right tackle, and honestly, I didn't do a bad job at it. Like, I think for just throwing me in, like, I did a pretty good job. They had their first round draft pick. I can't think of his name, but it's from TCU. It wasn't like I'm out there getting murdered or anything. Like, I'm holding my ground, doing my thing, battling for those 2 days. And ended up getting assigned there. So went down to Detroit a week later, literally a week later, and did their mini camp as well. And it was more of how do I put this? Like, I don't know. It's like at the time they didn't have any space, but I felt as if I was well enough that I could have competed for a spot. You know what I'm saying? Just to make a roster spot.
Yeah.
If I would have got a shot within the camp. But that didn't end up happening. But, I mean, it gave me an opportunity to be with New England. They signed me undrafted. And about a month or two later, like, while they're, like, just out of, like, the draft phase or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was, like, July 29th, actually. That's when it was. They signed me. I remember that.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, they flew me up and did all my physicals and everything and quit all that. They made me do a run test by myself, and I had to run 10 40-yard sprint. Like I had to do 2 sets though, under 6 seconds every time with like a rest of like 20 seconds, I believe. I mean, you know how it is running by yourself.
Right, exactly. You know,
Yeah,
competing with you, so you're like, oh,
there ain't
man.
nobody competing with you. So
Exactly.
I got through that though, and ended up signing with them. And right off the bat, I went to practice. I believe the next day, they threw me in there. They threw me in. They didn't. I wasn't running plays at first or anything like that. I was just running scout team. And I remember it's probably the hottest day I was in New England.
Mm-hmm.
And if we jumped off sides, we had to run around the field, like around the goalpost. And every time we jumped off, that's how many laps we had to do.
Seriously?
I remember that. Yeah, we probably ran 6 that day total.
I wasn't playing for Bill Belichick. I mean, the best coach you could probably play for in the NFL.
Man, I had a great time, and I was like, he was a great coach. I mean, like he kept everything like up front, didn't sugarcoat anything. He let everybody know how it was, and I mean, but that whole like organization knew like they was coming to work, and there wasn't gonna be like any screw ups or anything. Like everybody had, one focus, one mindset, and that was like to go to work, get better each day they came in. And I mean, that was a great feeling to be there, like with a bunch of guys who cared about football and everything, and like it was like no outside distractions when he was there.
So the last question I have for you is, talk about your differences. You were in the NFL, you knew what the NFL was, then you transitioned to the XFL. What were the differences? Did you like it more? Did you dislike it? I mean, I know the money was different. So, I mean, we all know that aspect of it was obviously not good, but talk about your differences and your experience with both leagues.
I mean, honestly, like, I really had no complaints with the XFL because it was a startup league. So, I mean, I'm not really expecting much from them or anything like that. It was like they did their best to try to get us like our own facility. Like, we was based out in Plant City, so we took over the old Cincinnati Reds practice facility. And so, I mean, it was a pretty nice facility they had out there. It was like needed to be renovated. And I believe the XFL would have kept going around. That place they would have definitely renovated that place really nice to turn out to be a nice facility and everything.
Right.
But we had 3 practice fields, obviously baseball field. So, I mean, like, the grass was nice, but it sucked when it rained a little bit because it just damped up in there, just soaked up in there. So
that's that Central Florida grass.
Yeah, I had to be cautious with that.
Yeah, exactly.
I got one for you. It says, all right, so out of all the games you played at Florida, do you have a favorite one?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, freshman year?
Mm-hmm.
Freshman year.
Oh, man.
Freshman year, number 3 team in the nation comes into the swamp. We shut them down.
That was a good one.
Shut them down. We ranked 25. They ranked, 3 at the time. Yeah, 3.
3.
What we go up by like 2 touchdowns? That's the loudest like that I played in at the swamp had ever been. That I played in.
It was louder than when Callaway took that run back. I don't know about that. I think that was.
I don't know.
Dude, you should have heard that Auburn game. You should have heard that Auburn game when P. Ron took that.
Really?
Nick, you should have came up for that game, dude.
That game was absolutely sold out. Listen, that game was absolutely sold out.
You said you couldn't get we couldn't get on the field, so I didn't bother to drive up 4 hours.
I'm pretty sure Tyler was on the field, wasn't he?
I was on the field.
Yeah, but then I was like, Tyler, how'd you get on the field? He's like,
I just walked down.
Yeah, I just walked down.
No?
No, I think my favorite game though was our senior year when we played South Carolina at home. When we were down pretty big, and we just said we're just gonna run the ball.
Yeah,
we just kept running counter.
We kept running counter,
down the pipe.
duo. I remember that was the one where we ran duo 3 times in a row.
We ran duo.
And I looked at Wani. And said, "Man, I'm so freaking tired."
People think we all were.
People don't understand. Like, we do like 4 plays. It's tiring. They don't understand.
That's one thing about the XFL too. The play clock is different. You didn't have that. What, it was a 40-second play clock in the NFL?
Yeah, 40 seconds.
We had a 25-second play clock.
Yeah.
So it was just go.
Yeah, it's pretty much a hurry. It's pretty much a hurry up format.
halftime was 10 minutes, bro.
So
Like
games
you walk in, you take a piss, you walk back out to the field. That's how it was.
Wow. So do you have any plans of continuing football?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm working out right now. Like hopefully I get another shot with the NFL, and if not, probably go to Canada somewhere. Hopefully get a shot up there.
Nice.
So I'm not done yet.
Gotcha.
Still got football in me.
You can do it, Tez. We know you. We can.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
You can do it. Not we, you. I said
Appreciate
we.
it.
You can.
So, man, you
Good
got
luck
it,
and
bro.
everything.
Tyler, it's time to pick up your gloves and cleats again.
Listen,
Yeah.
hold on. 24 donuts, 2 glasses of milk, 15 minutes. What do you say, Tez?
15.
Can you do it? Are you going to?
Me? Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna do it. It's only because I've been training this long time. That's just gonna set me back. But can I do it? 24? That's easy. That's
What do you
cakewalk.
think would happen if Tyler Jordan did the challenge?
I think he threw up on number 18.
I think he.
I mean, that's not a bad prediction. Either that, or I'd have to like not eat anything the whole day and make room. And then I'd finish it, and then I would lay in bed the rest of the day.
For like the rest of the week.
Yeah,
Lay on the bed. Lay on the bed.
You might go into a coma.
What?
I said,
lay on the bed. I'll be on the toilet.
Yep.
Back and forth.
Yep.
Well,
all right, man.
Gator Buzz. I'm Nick Villano. Tyler Jordan. Martez Ivey. We're gonna sign out. Peace.
See you guys.